Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song by Abandoning Sunday called A Question to a Motive. And it starts out with a really cool intro, like kind of around an F, and we'll talk about some of these chords in just a moment. But we're going to start low E on the first fret, and then third fret on the A string, and then second fret on the G string, and then third fret on the A string, and then second fret on the G string, and then third fret on the A string, and then we're going to lift off the second fret for open G, and then third fret on the A string, and then we're going to take first fret and slide it to fifth fret. So I'm kind of playing first fret and kind of keeping enough pressure to kind of get the sound to slide to fifth fret, and then we're going to play 8th fret on the low E, and then 7 on the D string, and then back to 8 on the low E, but then we're going to take 5th fret on the low E and kind of slide it to 8th fret on the low E, and then play 7 on the A, and then 7 on the G string, and then slide it to 9th fret on the G string. So we got 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 0, 3, 1, 5, 8, 7, 8, 5, 8, 7, 7, 9. It's kind of that intro lick at the beginning. And that's kind of happening around some chords. And actually we're going to start on an F major chord, and we'll talk about a really easy way to play it in just a moment. But if you know the bar F major, you do your first finger over the entire first fret. Second finger is going to go to the G string on the second fret, third finger on the A on the third fret, and the pinky on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord, and it sounds really happy. But if you're just starting out or just want to kind of avoid the bar chords, a good substitute for that is something called F major 7. And the way you play F major 7, first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, and third finger on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds an F major 7 chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the F, we're going to be going to an A minor chord. And the way you play A minor, first finger is going to kind of stay on the B string first fret, second finger is going to go to the D string on the second fret, and third finger is going to go to the G string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. And then from the A minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. And the way you play C major, first finger is going to kind of stay on the B string first fret, second finger is going to go to the D string on the second fret, but then third finger is going to go to the A string on the third fret. And if you strum all the strings with that, that's called C major. It sounds really happy. And actually our intro kind of starts with just that F, A minor, C progression. So we got kind of F, A minor, C, F, A minor, C. It's kind of supporting that intro riff. And from there, actually, a lot of times with a song like this, I like to add something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. And we'll talk about another one later on. But just to try it that way, you can do the F and just kind of try that a lot, where you got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you want to do that a lot to kind of train your right hand. The weird part is the A minor and C don't last as long, so we got kind of half the strum pattern on those chords. And one way to do that is doing just a down, down, up on each of those chords. So if we tried it that way, we'd have F, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, C, down, down, F, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, C, down, down, F, down, 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 A minor, down, down, C, down, down, up. Now another way you could kind of half those chords is doing the down, down, up on the first one, and then the up, down, up on the second chord. So you'd have A minor with down, down, up, and then C, up, down, up. So we tried it that way through that intro. We'd have F, down, down, A minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, F, down, down, A minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, F, down, down, A minor, down, up, C, up, down, up. Now another way you could have it is you could kind of do the down, down on the A minor, and then the up, down, up on the C. So you have A minor with down, down, C on the up, down, up. It can be a cool thing to try too. So if we tried it that way, you'd have F, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, C on the up, down, up, F, down, 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 A minor, down, down, C on the up, down, up, F, down, 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 A minor on the down, down, C on the up, down, up. And then we're basically repeating that until we get to our verse part. And on our verse, we start on the A minor chord, but then we go to a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret, The second finger is going to go low E on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger is going to go to the high E on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And actually the A minor G and then kind of an F and a G kind of get halved through this the verse part. And one way to do that is to just do down, down, up on each chord. So we tried it that way. We'd have A minor with down, down, up, G, down, down, up, F, down, down, G, down, down, A minor, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, F, down, down, G, down, down, A minor, down, down, G, down, down, up, F, down, G, down, down, A minor, down, down, G, down, down. And at the end we kind of play just a big F at the very end of our. We actually kind of go back into our verse, but just to try that another way, like we could actually take that A minor G F G and kind of half it with the down, down, up on the first chord, up, down, up on the next chord. So we tried it that way. We'd have A minor down, down, up, G, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, up, down, A minor down, down, up, G, up, down, F, down, down, up, G, up, down, A minor down, down, up, G, up, down, F, down, down, up, G, up, down, A minor down, down, up, G, up, down, F. So that would be another way you can do it. And actually what it really sounds like in the recording is that you would do the down, down, up, up on the A minor, and then save the G for the last down, up. So we tried it that way. You have A minor down, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, up, A minor down, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, up, A minor down, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, up, A minor down, down, up, G, down, up, big F. So that might be something else that you want to try. And then from there, then we go back into our verse, and then we end up on our chorus part, which is very, very similar to our intro. So then we have kind of F, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, C, down, down, F, down, down, A minor, down, down, C, down, up for our chorus. Or you could try that with the down, down, up on the first chord, up, down, up on the second chord, where you'd have F, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, C, up, F, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, C, up, down, up. Or you could try it with that down, down on the first chord, up, down, up on the next chord. See that down, up, down, A minor, down, C on the up, down, F, down, up, down, A minor, down, C on the up, down, up. So those are kind of different ways to kind of approach the chorus. And then there's the coolest chorus tag right after that, where we actually go from the C major. And then we'll talk about some other ways to do this too. But it almost sounds like we go to an E minor chord. And when you play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the second fret. Second finger is going to go to the D string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, then we're kind of going to a G major, and then kind of going to an A minor. But the weird part is that a lot of those chords kind of happen very quickly. So we're kind of going C, E minor, G, A minor would be one way to do it. It's just kind of downs. If you're going to try that with the strum pattern though, we kind of start on well, actually what I like to do, and this is kind of weird because I'm substituting in an A minor at the very, very beginning, but you could do the A minor with the down, and then the C with the down up, and then E minor with the up down, and then do the G for up, and then hit the A minor with the whole strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. So you got down, C with a down, up, E minor, up, down, G on the up, A minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, C, down, up, E minor, up, down, G on the up, A minor, down, up, down, up. Could be a really cool way to kind of work that chorus tag. And then from there, then we're going back into our verse, and then we're kind of repeating that, and then going back into our chorus part. And then we hit our bridge, so we're basically repeating parts until we get to our bridge. And on our bridge, actually, we're doing that whole strum pattern on the F and the G all the way through. So on the bridge, you got F, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, F, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, F, down, down, G, down, up, down, F, down, down, G, down, up, down. You got kind of a big the end of that, and then we're back into our chorus, and then we kind of end on the chorus tag. So that would be one way to kind of play through the tune. But especially in the second verse, actually, there's a really, really cool change into something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what a 16th note is right now the down, down, up, down is dividing the beat into two parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What a 16th note is, though, is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think really sounds good with the tune is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is, like, if you take that the F we were starting on and just kind of do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you would do on the first beat. And then on the second beat, you'd be doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that might be something else they could kind of try. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing up on 2 and down on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the fourth beat, you'd be doing down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Is where we were talking about all those different ways to kind of half the chords. So one way to half the chords actually would be doing the long down, down, down up on each of those chords when we get to them. So you can do the F with the whole strum pattern for your intro. So you'd have the F with the down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And the A minor with a long down, 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 so long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 so down, 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 down. Another way you can kind of half them, though, is to do the down, 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 up on the first chord, and then the up, down, down, up, down, up on the second chord. So if you tried it that way, you'd have F, down, down, up, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down. Our verse, we can kind of take that same approach. So you could do the verse with just a long down, down, down up on each chord. So if you tried it that way, you'd have A minor down, 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 G down, 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 G down, 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 A minor down, 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 G down, 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 G down, 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 A minor down, 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 G down, 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 G down, 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 A minor down. Now another way to do that is to kind of save that last down up for the G chord. So you'd have A minor down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, so F down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, A minor down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, A minor down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, 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 up, down, G down, up, down, 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 up, G down, down, up, down, down, down. Kind of on that last one. So that would be something else you could kind of try. And if you tried that through your chorus, actually, it would be just like our intro. So you'd have that F, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 C down, 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 up. Or if you kind of happen it that other way, we'd have F, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that could be something else to kind of add. And actually, if we tried that on our bridge all the way through, we'd have F down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, G down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, G down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, G down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, down. is the coolest, craziest part that way. And what you would want to do is kind of start with the A minor, and this is working off the 16th, but it's not exactly the same pattern. A minor with a down, and then hit a C with a down up, and then a down, down up, and then hit E minor for the up, down, and then a down up, and then go to a G for a down up, and then we hit the A minor with kind of a down, down up, and then do the rest of the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So all together you got A minor with a down, C down, up, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, up, G on down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, C down, up, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, up, G down, up, E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Way to kind of try that chorus tag. And actually then there's some other cool lead guitar licks that kind of get thrown in too. Like actually like right on the verse actually there's kind of a cool arpeggio where you play 5th on the low E and then 3rd on the A string and then 5th on the G string, and then when you hit the G chord you actually do 3rd on the low E and 4th fret on the G at the same time, and then we go back to low E on the 1st fret, A string on the 3rd fret, and then open G, and then kind of play low E on the 1st and do a slide to 3rd fret and then hit 4th fret on the G string. So, oh, it's actually 2nd on the G. Yeah, I love that. So you got 5th on the low E, and then 3rd on the A, 5th on the G, and then 4th on the G with 3rd on the low E, and then we got 1 on the low E, 3rd fret on the A, open G, and then 1st fret on the low E, slide to 3rd, and then 2nd fret on the G. It's kind of a lead lick that gets thrown in. And then actually on the 2nd verse, there's some other lead licks that kind of work off some things called thirds, where you would start 5th fret on the G string and 7th fret on the D string and kind of alternate between them. G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, 6 times. And then we kind of go to 4th fret on the G string, 5th on the D string twice. And then we take that and slide it down to 2nd fret and 3rd fret on the G and the D and kind of do that 6 times. Kind of implying the F chord, and then kind of sliding that back to 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the D twice. So that's kind of a cool little lick too, where you're going C, A, C, A, C, A, B, G, A, F, A, F, A, F, B, G. So that could be a cool thing to kind of add. Then there's a really cool lead lick that kind of comes in right before the chorus, where you start on the 14th fret on the G string and kind of do a hammer on the 16. And then go to 13 on the B string and do a hammer on the 15. So I'm kind of playing the note and putting my finger down to get the sound to carry. So you got 14, 16, 13, 15, and then high E on the 12th fret. And then we go high E on the 15, and then 13 on the high E, and then 12 on the high E, and then 13 on the B string. So we got 14, 16, 13, 15, 12, 15, 13, 12, 13. And then that lick kind of comes back and gets repeated with different endings, where we kind of start the same way. 14, 16, 13, 15, 12. And then 15 on the high E. And then 13, 12. But then we go to the B string on the 12. It's kind of a second ending to that. And then you kind of start it over again, where we got 14, 16, 13, 15, 12. And then high E 15, 13, 12. And then at the end, we kind of end up on 15 on the B string. It's kind of the last ending. So that might be another lick that you want to kind of add too. And I know for myself, actually, there are parts through this that actually really remind me of some things called drone voicings, or I call drone voicings for these chords. So for instance, just to kind of throw some drone voicings at you, at the very, very beginning on the F, instead of doing the whole bar F, or the F major 7, another possibility would be doing 1st finger on the low E string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 2nd fret, which looks like the F major bar. But you can kind of do it with the open E and the open B strings, which that's called a drone. It's kind of, we're just going to not play on the E and the B strings. That's going to be our drone rule. And then, so you could use that for your F major. A G major drone voicing would be taking that shape and sliding it over 2 frets. So now you're going 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. But you can still leave the E and the B open. And then if you go to the A minor that way, you'd have first finger on the low E on the 5th, second finger on the G string on the 5th, and then I'm just taking the pinky and going D string on the 7, and just not worrying about the A string, kind of almost muting out the A string. Although it's an A minor chord, it wouldn't really matter, honestly. So that would be like another way to play A minor. And then for your C major, you could try using a drone voicing for that. Going to 8th fret on the low E with the first finger, second finger on the G9, third on the A10, pinky on the D string 10. Kind of be a drone voicing for the C major. And then if we did a drone voicing for our E minor, actually, you could go all the way to low E on the 12, second finger on the G on the 12, and then pinky on the D string on the 12, or on the 14. It would kind of be like an E minor voicing. So 12 on the E, 12 on the G, 14 on the D. It's kind of a crazy stretch there. But what you could do is kind of substitute in those drone voicings for your chords. So we're going to try that with the 16th note pattern on our intro. You'd have the F major going down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And the A minor drone voicing down, 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 C, down, 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 F, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, A minor down, 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 C, down, 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 F, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, A minor down, 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 C, down, down, down. So that could be kind of cool. And then if you try your verse that way, you could even do it with that same strum if you wanted to. That A minor down, 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 C down, 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 C down, 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 A minor down, 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 C down, 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 C down, down, down. So that might be kind of a cool voicing to try that way. And then the coolest part actually is going to be when you get to that chorus tag, like right after the chorus. And on that part, actually, if you use that same thing that we were doing earlier, and I know this was a crazy pattern, but you got A minor with a down, but then C with the down, up, down, down, up, and then E minor with the up, down, and then down, up, and then the G with the down, up, and then you can kind of play the down on the G and let it slide into the A minor, and then the down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So all together, and actually you can do that first down on the A minor as a slide too. You'd have A minor with a down, slide to the C, down, up, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, down, G with a down, up, G with a down, slide to A minor, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. A really cool thing to kind of try to, and I know those voicings are kind of crazy to work out, but I think that'd be a really good thing to work on with this song too. But that's the basics of how you could play A Question to a Motive by Abandoning Sunday. So good luck.